Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about leopard gecko care. So we're going to talk about what they eat, how they eat, what you need to feed them. So we're going to start off with the food. As you can see, I got all the food, I got the equipment, I got the food, basically everything. We're going to start off with the mealworms. Mealworms, literally, that's the most common thing they eat. They will eat it anytime, any day, anything. So mealworms are just like their basic food. See, let me, see? Let me get the camera to focus on it. Yeah, that's a mealworm right there. I'm gonna put it back in. Just crawls back into the flakes. And then we got the calcium. This is reptile calcium, and make sure it has no D3. But if it has D3, that's okay. It's better not with D3. So that's that. Like if they get sick or something, give them D3. That's what really helps them out. Then also, you can never have too much mealworms. That's what my brother always says. I just keep on buying so much mealworms. And then we got superworms. They're like mealworms, but bigger. But you can never have too much mealworms. If you get like a whole house full of mealworms, that's fine, because you can feed them all to your gecko. And more the gecko grow, the more they eat. So this is a superworm right here. Dude, stop wiggling. Thank you. He is like mealworm, but big. I'll put you back in. You just crawl your way into that. Whatever you all live in, like flakes, mud flakes. I don't know. So we got the superworms, calcium, mealworm. Oh no, the mealworms fell. No, what have I done? Okay, well, it turns out you can't have too much mealworms. Mealworm and mealworm. Just gonna put you all aside. Don't need to see you all anymore. You got the crickets. They eat crickets. They love them. Unfortunately, I don't have any because they all ate it since they're growing and shedding. But also we have these tweezers. They're very good. You can get them off of Amazon. They're, I think, called Gecko tweezers. I don't know. But they're very good for catching food like mealworms and stuff. That's what they're very good for. We're going to put these aside. We don't want them to fall. And we're also going to put the crickets aside. Well, it won't fit. I need more space. There we go. You need the hide. Hides, you need some for basking and hiding in shade. This one, it's perfect for basking. See, it has like a little, see, here, if I turn on my fake mini sun, aka Gecko light bulb, see, they can get all the lights there, and then get the shade down there, see? So when I put the lights here, this is a bulb I'll talk about later. When I put the lights up here, they can get a good, nice tan up here, do their basking. Then when they get too hot, they can go down there into the shade. They're gonna need one of these, and also most of all, they need three hides. One for shedding, which you need sphagnum moss in. One for just regular heat. One for regular heat. That means you just put a heat pad under it. You just put a heat pad under it, and then just one regular hideout if they just want to hide. I don't know any other way to explain it. Gonna put this aside. You're gonna need some plants. I didn't want to waste my money. I didn't want to waste those things I already had. I know it shouldn't be like tropical. Like these guys live in the desert and rocky areas like Iran, Dubai, and Afghanistan. I didn't want to waste it, so I just went ahead and just put this in there. Everything else, like if you get, let's say, for example, just like me, let's say just for example, just like me, you have I don't know, like here. Let's say you have like a hideout that's like it looks a little something. So as long as you have like just like two tropical things or something, it's fine. See, this is a tropical, like not tropical, and it's like I don't know how to explain it, but it's got rocks, tree, and leaves. That's it. It's covered in leopard gecko poop. Just want to put that down for a sec. And then another, actually, the most important thing. Remember when I was talking about sphagnum moss? This is sphagnum moss. It's flat because my gecko just loves to like flatten things out. But this is sphagnum moss. Mine's a little dry right now. I need to make it moist. But yeah, keep it moist for shedding. It's very nice and humid for them. Yeah. And then this is another hide I have. The log. It's a log. That's what it is. He just goes in there, does a little gecko hiding thing, and then yeah. Then we got the water bowl. Fortunately, the water bowl is big and full of water, so I can't take it out, which I can't show you. But about the water bowl, you need a water bowl big enough for them to soak themselves in it. Yeah. You need a water bowl big enough so they could soak themselves in it. All right. Yeah. Moving on to the light bulb. The light bulb, this light bulb right here. It's very good for basking and everything, but unfortunately, it doesn't keep them hot. You need a heat pad. The light is just to make it know when it's day and night. My gecko is staring at me. He's very angry at me. All right. Yeah. Then we got the heat pad, which is under the terrarium, which I can't really show you, but I'll try my best to show you the little like heat pad thing. I know it's called like the heat pad box. Let me show you. Very hard to have. I've done it. Yeah. This is what it looks like. This over here shows you how hot it is. This is the heating and the power. This is the how to set it. This is if you want to get hotter or the low. This is a very good brand, Alclo. I haven't really known right here, but that's a very good brand. I use it all the time with all my reptiles. Beautiful, perfect. It's like the best thing. Yeah. And then you're also gonna need like a log and all these stuff, which I don't right now have, but I will do. And also, I just put this in there for decoration. It's a cactus. That's all it is. It's just a cactus I put in for decoration there. I've actually never seen a cactus like this. It's nice. All right, put it back in. Yeah. So then that's what they do. Right now, let's talk about leopard geckos themselves. How they eat, what they eat, what they eat, what they eat, and what they eat. That probably sounded annoying, but I did it anyway because it was funny. Yeah. So leopard geckos, they are hunters. They don't just they're not like fish. Fish, they just eat what floats about. They just eat what's on the floor. No. For leopard geckos, they hunt. If there's like a mealworm that's running all over the place, he'll eat it because it's active. And yeah, they also eat crickets. That's why they're hunters, because they eat crickets. Crickets jump. And they just jump on the crickets and sabotage them. Poor cricket. Yeah. So what they did so they eat the crickets, they eat the mealworms, they eat silkworms and like roaches. I forget what they're called. I think they're like dubia roaches. I don't even think there's such a thing as that. I just made that up. But they're like these like small gray roaches. Since I don't have them right now, I can't talk about them, and I don't know what they're called. I also can't talk about them. And the last thing why I can't talk about them is because I can't talk about them. That's the best reason ever. I can't talk about them. Yeah. So, and now we're gonna go on to how they hide. Actually, no, we already talked about the hides. All right. Oh yeah, we didn't talk about their water bowl thingy. And so they need a water bowl big enough to soak them, and also me to start off, I got a 10-gallon for my leopard gecko. But when they grow up, when they start to shed, when they start starts to shed, you need to get them a 20-gallon because they won't live a good life in a 10-gallon. They'll be too big. And then, yeah. So also for plants, you pretty much just need some like logs and like little cactuses and stuff like I do. I just scatter them in corners where he loves to hide. Yeah. And then also you also need a thermometer, so you know. I know the heat pad already shows you how hot it is, but just in case, you also need a thermometer. And always put the sphagnum moss away from the water bowl. So if you have a hide next to the water bowl with sphagnum moss in it, no, it's a big no-no. It has to be away from the water bowl. Yeah, it has to be away from the water bowl. And then I think that's all. Oh, also I forgot to tell you, they can scream, and also all the food that they eat, it goes through their tail. It's like, that's why their tail is so fat if you ever see one. Yeah. If you ever see one, that's why their tail is fat, freakishly fat, very fat. Just like their tail is their stomach. So like if they eat a whole cricket, say like half their tail becomes the size of that cricket. And they eat a bunch of mealworms, their tail becomes huge. Alright, so now so if you ever want to go on vacation, people are like, I don't know, like, I don't want my house to burn. How should I leave my heat pad on, and I don't want them to die. How should I feed them and everything? Don't worry, I know what to do. So, yeah, you're gonna need like heat pad. It's okay. Like they say, heat pad. Yeah, heat pad. You can get these. They have like mine. Mine, it has a timer. It turns it on every time of this day. Turns it off this time. So it's like here. Say it's like you just say, hey, I gotta turn this on. I need to turn this on now. I need to turn it off now. Yeah. Heat pads like that. It's just you set what time it's supposed to be off and on. And I've tried it. It works. Amazing brand. Thank you so much, Amazon. You were the best. Yeah. And then you're also gonna need the lights. You're gonna be like, oh no, what time do I put it on? Don't worry. Yeah. So the lights, usually they can get pretty hot, and they've burnt my hands lots of times. I'm scared of lights now. I'm very scared. All right. So enough of talking about lights. For lights, they also have these things where it's like a light with a timer, turns it on this day, this time, and then turns it off this day and this time. Yeah. And then about the food, the most important part, and the water. The water. I've gone on vacation before. I've done it. I just make sure it's freshy, super duper quadruple fresh. I sound like a kid saying that, but very fresh water. Just like the newest water you have, and then put it in there. Make sure there's nothing in the water so it doesn't get dirty after. And guess what? You're not gonna believe it, but they can go a month without food. A month. And if you're probably wondering, how can they go a month without food? What happened? I know. I've done it before. When I went to Dubai for 1 month, I just left a bunch of mealworms everywhere, and then filled it up with crickets. I filled the terrarium up with crickets. I came back, and like literally, like half of the crickets and mealworms were there. So like, I don't have to feed it for another month. No, I'm just joking, but yeah, they can go a month without food, but you should just put in a bunch of food in there, and then all the food that they eat, that they've eaten, that is in their tail. If their tail is super fat, that means, like, let's say you go on vacation for like a month, and I'm not kidding, they can go a month without food, because all the food that's stored in their tail, they bring it back into their stomach. That sounds disgusting. I don't even want to know how. Do not ask me in the comments section below. Just don't, alright? So yeah, all the food that they have in their tail comes back to their stomach. That's how they feed themselves. And then I think that is all we're gonna do. I think we're gonna end the video right now. This video is like 14 minutes and 3 seconds long. Yeah, I think we're gonna end the video here. Thank you for watching the Plump Reptiles. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Bye!